How would you say you embrace feedback and incorporate the lessons that you learned?
Oh, it is almost an absolute necessity. Without feedback, and that's that'll bring me into the topic of why it's not great being so sensitive nowadays. Because a lot of feedback usually isn't great, usually, and you have to learn how to interpret that. Because if you know how to listen and you know what to pick out of that and how to make it adaptable and what you need to do to change to find success, that's incredibly important. So I think feedback is absolutely necessary. And the more you understand it, the more you can analyze it, the more you can really see its value, the more you can implement that in what you're doing in your day to day, and you'll see the growth with that. So I love all the feedback. That's why I love haters. There's trolls that come into the chat and call me ugly, they call me fat, they say this. I don't care. That's great. And I have a great story that there was this guy, his username was always Poos. So you can already tell he's a bit of a troll, all right? His name's Pooh. So he would come in, and I'm always in a soccer jersey every show. Soccer sucks in the chat, all caps. I'd go, oh, great, Pooh, thank you for letting us know how you feel. Have a great day. That's all he would do, for months. Just come in once a day, soccer sucks, never say anything again. And my reaction was always the same. Pooh, thank you. I'm glad you got that off your chest. Awesome, dude. Keep it up. Have a great day. Months of this, till finally I'm doing a random show. Pooh's comes in, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? I go, what's up, man? Everything's cool, bro. It's nice to see you be part of the chat, and all this stuff. And then it became a joke about him coming and saying soccer sucks, and he was very friendly the rest of the show and engaging with the chat and doing things. And then he finally got to a show where he's like, hey, man, I need size large shirts. Okay. So they're running size, and he was outbidding everyone else for these auctions. So I went from having a troll coming in to having that kind of patience to just not break, and I created a customer out of it.
Right.
And someone that even comes and regularly visits the show, which increases my views, increases my followers. To me, it's the long term. I always have the long term in mind. I could have easily blow up and say, no, soccer sucks, you suck, fuck you, Easily could have done that. And I would have created an enemy. I would have lost a customer. I would have maybe looked a little bad to some people that would be like, you could have handled that with a little more class. So to me, it's always it's so challenging being live, because you have to understand that how you act is being recorded, it's being broadcasted, and people can see you in real time. So that's how people risk just being canceled or don't get into anything controversial because they don't want to take the risk. So to me, I think it's a superpower to be able to be live, but have that. It's almost like it's in the background processing everything, making sure that it passes the quality control, that I can say it on the live and it can work long term.
How would you say you've navigated your relationship and your business all being in the same place?
It is communication and trust. Communication and trust. Now, we have more of a traditional gender role at home where it's more that I'm the dominant one in the house and she's more the submissive one in the house. I know the terms. I didn't invent the language, guys. I know it's 2024. We're not doing that, but that's the way we practice our relationship. So she has a lot of trust in me in that sense, that as much as she may not see the vision I have or understand, completely why I'm doing things, that gap is made up by that trust factor and by me always explaining things to her. I don't just tell her, listen, just shut up and trust me. That's never been a reason as to why I need to continue something. I'll tell her, hey, listen, I've never had this much return on an investment. I've never had this much exposure because I uploaded this video. So I explain things to her. And if there's things that I believe she may have a problem with, I just check in beforehand. So there's raunchy pictures of us that I would like to put on social. Hey, my love, are you okay with this? Yeah, that one's fine. All right, cool. I can post that one. So you're preemptive. You avoid those situations. You ask for permission. You don't ask for forgiveness after. Okay, at least not with your partner, in my personal opinion. So that's what's kept this boat afloat and steady, because we don't get to points where the waters are so rough that we're at each other's throats or we don't know what to do or we feel so overwhelmed. We make sure we take it step by step. we're both on the same page, and there's that trust in each other. So I think that's the easiest way to keep that alive, because it is complicated. I know a lot of people that have mixed business with pleasure and have complicated things to beyond repair.
Yeah, and I would also argue that there's people who are in relationships where one spouse doesn't get it and isn't supportive.
Correct. Yeah.
And you know that I've seen that take a toll on people.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I just think you guys are a great example of how it could work.
Yeah. But Emily also knows, so to that point where people have they're enduring these situations that aren't beneficial to them or their brand. To me, Emily knows that if, for whatever reason, one day she turns into that, this is not sustainable anymore. So we would have to come to terms on how to end this. And it's that straight up. I know it sounds cold, I know it sounds kind of mean, but that's the agreement that we've had. In order for this to be a partnership and to grow and prosper, we need to be on the same mindset as to what the ultimate goal is. If tomorrow she turns around and says, I don't want to eat clean anymore, I don't want to sleep well, I want to go out and party, I don't want to, then we're not on the same page, and I'm not going to align myself with this, because this is going to keep me from my ultimate goal. So she knows if she wants to stay and be fulfilled this way, she has this is like I said, I always tell her it's free will for everybody. It's if this is fulfilling to you and you're happy with this, awesome. I want you as my partner. I want to do this together. There's nothing that I want to go out and do that I don't want to bring out. There's nothing. I want to do everything with her, from our open marriage lifestyle and the pineapple clubs, to coming to my soccer games, to picking up my daughter, to going out shopping, to anything that happens to I want to do. I want my wife with me.
I need to pause you there for a second. You need to walk through Pineapple Club and not explain that.
If you know, you know, man. If you know, you know. That's why. That's what keeps people coming back. Yeah, Pineapple Clubs, man.
Okay. The fuck is a pineapple? No goddamn pineapple.
Yeah.
Okay. So keeping in that vein of working together in collaboration with your spouse and growing a business. I mean, and as you said, you've had every show that was an auction was profitable. What would you say have been some of the major setbacks and challenges that you faced on your journey, and how do you maintain focus through those challenges on the long-term goals?
Man, I got to be honest with you. I really don't feel like there's been any setbacks. I think every step we've taken has been a step forward. Challenges for sure, but I can't even tell you they were challenges that have kept me up at night, that they were challenges that have wreaked havoc on my mental health. They were challenges that come with anything you want to try for the first time. It's throwing yourself into the fire, having to learn, at an accelerated rate, because you don't have the time to just sit back and you have to produce every day. So yeah, the challenges are those that come with just going into new territories. But it's the drive that keeps me alive, dude. I don't see it as even a challenge, because to me I'm equipped to handle it. A challenge to me is something that is beyond you. Like, man, that I gotta really, really, really hunker down and put all my eggs in a basket and really go after this, because this is a challenge. This doesn't feel like I had to really fight and claw, and there's things that takes. Like, if I wanted to be a pro soccer player, that's a challenge. It's attainable, but the odds are fucking slim. You know what I mean? I have to literally dedicate the next year of my life to just training, just eating right, not having a sip of alcohol, just doing everything by the book, and then try out, and then spread the word and contact coaches and all. That's a challenge, bro. So what I've been doing, the everyday stuff, I failed at things, but it's not because they were so challenging. It was just I was not good at it. You can't see it like that. To me, it's you got to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. And if you're not good at something, bro, just find someone that is.
Right. You know what's interesting about that? Because I see you're like a career learner, right? And I see you now in this space, learning it, figuring it out, being successful at it. But then I also see you still fulfilling yourself with playing soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, still Like I was doing my homework on you on IG. I was catching some photos of you in mid play, right? The face, like I saw it. It was go time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I feel like that's this interesting superpower, and it kind of just it spills over into everything anyone does when you're able to tap in like that. So I wonder, how does it spill over for you from this to soccer to anything else that you do? How does it fill into all the other areas?
It goes back to what I'm passionate about. Anything I'm passionate about, you're gonna get 100 fucking %. There's from having sex, from playing soccer, to running a show, to anything I set my mind to that I'm gonna do, it's gonna be at 100%, 100 miles an hour. Because I'm not one of those people that, you know, you gotta tip your toe in the pool to check the temperature. To me, it's like, oh, that's the pool? Fucking dive in, bro. Cannonball in. Have fun on the way there, but eat it. Just go eat shit. Because the faster you can eat shit with something, the easier it becomes. The more you prolong it, the more you extend that exposure, you're just making it longer. It might not be as painful quickly, but it's just, to me, I just operate that way. I know people that are being incredibly successful by taking baby steps and doing little things, and then they get there. But
you know, it's funny. You remind me of a quote from one of my favorite books by an author and venture capitalist, Ben Horowitz. He wrote, "If you're gonna eat shit, don't nibble."
yeah, exactly, dude. Go eat some shit. You're gonna see it's not even that bad at the end of the day, bro.
Or it won't kill you.
It's not gonna kill you. Definitely not gonna kill you.